there, Sue Wilson, and I thought I'd lift your spirits with the shaker card. So we will show you what we're using. First off, and I want to tell you about these are new smaller size treat cups. They're 1.75 inches in size, so they are smaller than the ones we've had previously, and they fit the hot air balloon very, very nicely. We're going to also be using the You Are My Sunshine for our rainbow. Here is the Lift Your Spirit set with the hot air balloon and our sentiment. And this one's one of my new favorites. It's the Stitched Hills and Clouds. So we're going to be using the clouds on this one. Okay, so I think we're going to do a little bit of inking first. I'm going to bring in a piece of sky blue card, and I'll give you a quick measurement. This is 5 3/4 by just a hair under 6.5 inches. So I've gone ahead and cut one of the clouds, and I'm just going to use this as a stencil. So I'm going to bring in some Color Cloud White Clouds blending ink and a smoothie, and I'm going to also use a little bit of tumbled glass. So let's just move some of this out of the way. So we'll give this a good ink, get it nice and inky. So I'm going to start down low, I think, and then work my way up, just so I can kind of soften the clouds a little bit as we go. There we go. Takes a bit of that ink right off of the smoothie. And you're just going to move it around a little bit. Blend it. There we go. Twist it and turn it a tiny bit so you get that illusion of clouds coming across. There we go. Tiny bit more. Maybe a tiny bit up in that corner. Now this one's quite inky. I'm going to set this to the side and just grab a quick tissue and add a little bit of tumbled glass too. This is just regular distress inks. Same thing. Take off a bit of color here so it's nice and pale. There we go. A little bit off the edge here. Just keep moving it around. There we go. And just sort of pick it up and look where it needs a tiny bit of color. So we've just got a hint of a sky going on behind us. Pop that to the side. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is place my clouds at the bottom of this with my rainbow. Now I have cut one of these rainbows in our rainbow card video so you can see how it's done, and I just use some of the leftover colors because every time you cut one of these you can use all the different other rows for other rainbows. So you've got quite a few, 7 different ones you can do with one cutting through. So I'm going to pop that down about like that with some glue. I'll tell you what, I think I will put my first stitch cloud in place. So I've just cut the top part here with a little bit longer of a base, and I'm going to lay that down right to the bottom of the card. And now I'm going to pop my rainbow under the edge there. Just put a little bit of glue right on the tips there, just so it looks like it's popping up from underneath the clouds. Like that. There we go. And I've got a second set of clouds just with a smaller base on it, so I'm going to lay these on top. So it looks like fluffy clouds. Like that. Okay. Now, to go to the hot air balloon, first thing I want to show you is I've actually sealed something inside my treat cup. So I want to show you how I've done that. I'm going to bring in a little ice flake and just put a little spoonful of that into our treat cup, maybe a spoon and a half. Pop that to the side. Some glue around the edge. And seal it up with a piece of acetate. Now, when you do this, you want to set these aside to make sure they're good and dry before you use them. So that's what I've done here. And I've trimmed it down a little bit around the edge because I didn't want to actually cut a hole into the card. I wanted this to sit up a little higher. So we're going to do that. The other thing I've done is I've created a paper piece background. So I've started with a couple colors here. I've just got a few left to do. I've cut the interior of the hot air balloon, this piece here, out of white. And then I cut a solid one with a backing of sticky tape. And then I've just cut it twice in Aqua and once in Wisteria. And now I'm going to paper piece them back into place. There's one. And there's one, just to give pretty colors on the background. That'll show through your treat cup. So I'm going to put that into place. A little bit of glue here on the base of that hot air balloon. Doesn't matter which direction, you can use it either direction there. And put my, where'd it go? There it is. Put my treat cup down. A little bit of glue just around the edge of that, and that's going to sit right on top of that. Keep that. And then I've got a full hot air balloon I've cut the center out of, so that will sit over the top of it. Bit of glue there. There we go. Oop, got a little bit of something on there. Put that right over the top. Line that up. We just center it a tiny bit. There we go. Give that a second to set up. And I wanted the basket to be a lavender color, so I cut it again. And I'm just going to bring in a pair of scissors. And we are just going to nip this basket away. A little bit of glue on it. Pop that right over the original. Give that a second. I'm going to let that set up just a few minutes. I'll bring in my base piece here. And I've decided to go with a white on white because I've got so much color going on. My usual paper piercing around the edge. There we go. Seat that right in the middle there. And I've got my sentiment here. I've cut it twice out of white and I've doubled it up. So I'm going to use a little bit of spray glue on the back. Let me find my tweezers. I'm going to seat that right up in this top corner above our rainbow. Give that a second. And bring our little shaker hot air balloon back over. I think that's good and dried. I've got some mounting foam on the back. And we're just going to have it soaring above the clouds, just like that. There we go. How quick and easy was that? Love that. And you have a really cute little shaker card to lift your spirits. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget our YouTube channel has so many more for you.